Good morning. It's our last day in Nuremberg to explore the Christmas markets and explore what Nuremberg has to offer. We've hit up a lot of the stops already, so we have a few left today. But first, we need to go find some breakfast. So we have there's lots of choices for it. They don't normally open until about earliest is like 9 a.m. So it's about 9 a.m. So we're gonna head out and get some breakfast and coffee and figure out what we're gonna do next.
Good morning.
It's breakfast time.
Breakfast time, that's not.
What's it? I'm calling because it's squished.
Oh,
That's so cool. He just inside.
Elizabeth is making fun of their UPS trucks here.
I think they're adorable. It's a little squishy.
How's your coffee?
It's good. Lots of foam.
How was your breakfast?
It was great. I had avocado toast and coffee. Delicious.
amazing. Pumpkin seeds with
Pumpkin seeds with
Wait,
the back of the side.
pumpkin seeds on my
That's pretty accurate,
cheese
to be
bag.
honest.
pumpkin seeds on my cream cheese bag. Loved it.
To be honest, this place was really good. And the prices were really reasonable, especially compared to the hotel was almost 20 euro for breakfast, which is incredible. And I think each of us got everything that we wanted for breakfast for like 10 euro a piece. 50 bucks for all of us. So that's not bad at all. And one of us got a very large coffee. Kayla.
Sorry. All right, so we finished breakfast. We are headed to a very historic part of town.
So it's actually part of town that has been rebuilt after World War II. If you want to know the truth, a lot of bombs were dropped on Nuremberg. Hopefully the siren will go away. So yeah, it's actually so the old part of the city is actually very interesting because it's basically been rebuilt to look like it did in the early 19th and 18th century. So that's why we're going to see it, because they put a lot of effort into rebuilding it.
There's a lot of cool bridges here, so we kind of just picked one to go over. We'll probably pick a different one to go back. And then we're also going to hit up Albrecht Dürer's house, which he's like a famous German painter. So, and then after that, we don't really know yet. So,
I like that it's bouncy.
pretty cool street. Very Instagram-y.
So this little red, white, and brick house behind me is actually the Albrecht Dürer house, which is one of the most famous artists in all of Germany. And they have basically named all of the streets around here after him.
This is a little unexpected. I thought it was like a narrow wall, not like a super long, thick tunnel.
With holes in the roof. Another reason Nuremberg is an interesting city is actually because it's basically been impenetrable, basically as long as it has existed. I think it's only ever been successfully invaded one time, and that was during World War II. So it's very impressive that these walls have basically kept every invading force out for basically an eternity. I also know that the camera does a very poor job of showing the size of these walls. Also, definitely wear your walking shoes if you're gonna come up here. That's quite a bit of level change.
Every year limited.
Dankeschön. this is a very old tower, probably sometime from the 12th century. Quite impressive that it's still here after World War II, because Nuremberg was pretty much leveled, except for a few houses. And I think this tower was one of the towers that was only partially destroyed, which is, it's lucky, because that's the only way that we're able to see it today. And when the Albrecht Dürer house that we saw earlier was also one of the few houses that was mostly spared. But Nuremberg was actually like a big industrial and transportation hub during World War II, which is why it was a very popular target for the Allies. This is the Sinwell Tower. So if you come here to book tickets, you can actually book tickets for just this and then the Deep Well, which is a lot cheaper than booking one ticket for the entire tour, because that can be like 7 or 8 euros. I think this was only about $3.50 a person, so that's much more affordable if you have a larger group. And I also think that this is probably one of the most impressive views of the city. You can actually see quite a lot from the area below, but this up here gives you like a 360-degree panoramic view of the whole city. So we did try to do the Deep Well tour, so we walked right in, right up at 12. Unfortunately, it starts exactly at 11:59. So I think we missed this one, so we might have to check the next one.
Go around, we will start the tour. So, first of all, anybody who speaks Italian, French? English as well, or slice. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Sandstein ist hohl. Sie müssen sich Sandstein vorstellen wie ein Stückchen Käse oder vielleicht sogar ein Schwamm.
That was a pretty cool tour. The guy was really funny. 19. He's just hilarious. So we're gonna probably go to maybe a museum or something. I don't really know, but it's raining, so we're gonna put the camera away and we'll see you later.
All right, welcome to another episode of Train Facts with Ben and Kayla. More trains today. To be honest, it's a little bit unintentional, but
This is the oldest railway museum in the world.
right.
That's good. Fact number 1.
So we're here today at the Deutsche Bahn Museum. So this is their national museum that contains all of their unique exhibits for the train.
The first train in Germany was in Nuremberg. Went from Nuremberg to Fürth in 1835.
I'm also sorry if everybody is museumed out, but it is pouring down rain outside, and we basically decided to get in out of the rain and do something a little bit different today. And because the train, basically all the trains in Europe basically started here in Nuremberg, we decided to come to the train station.
This car in front of us is the last existing car from the original train that went from Germany to Fürth.
From Germany to Fürth?
From
I think she means Nuremberg to Fürth.
So this hall we just entered houses 200 years of industrial development. The trains coming to Germany is what turned Germany from an agricultural state to an industrial state, because they needed all the coal and steel and stuff to run these trains. Alder's steam locomotive and the ICE 3 high-speed train, the steam locomotive is probably given the name Alder Eagle because this bird of prey is a symbol of power and speed. Top speed of 65 kilometers or 40 miles per hour, and a cruising speed of 35 kilometers per hour, roughly 22 miles per hour. The locomotives like the Alders were built without tops, supposedly to keep the drivers awake, that the airstream would prevent the driver from falling asleep. In reality, however, the drivers suffered from constantly being exposed to the weather on the locomotive.
You get a real sense of scale with these trains when you kind of like walk right next to them. I feel like it's like when you're standing on a platform, you don't feel how big those trains actually are. But then when you stand on like ground level with them and realize that some of them are over like 20 feet tall, it's a little ridiculous. The other interesting thing that I've kind of seen is that all of these, like the older trains, they all have names on them. I'm curious if all the ICE trains today have names. If you know, comment down below.
I 100% thought this painting was like real from down there. Like it looked like this place went on forever, and I was so impressed. And then I get down here, it's a picture.
Did the black and white not give you a hint? You just see in black and white. The wheels are like crazy. I think those wheels are probably 10 feet round, which is wild. I can't believe they let you on the trains.
She also thought of me.
I do.
The black and white didn't give you a hint?
I don't know. I guess I don't really think about it. I just thought it was the white shiny through.
I was like shovel cold from weird.
That's really interesting. It's like angled so that like all of the coal comes down. That's nice.
Feel like a shovel.
Yeah, the blue part of that is water, and then the coal sits on top. And that's how they make the steam with the coal. And then that's the boiler.
This is a really great museum. It's not one of the ones where you just like read signs and see pictures of things. It's like very hands-on kind of, not hands-on, you shouldn't really touch it, but it's really cool.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's easy to get from one car to the other. So you basically have to choose.
The train of the courts. There's a lot of people.
Right.
So you have different cars for different.
But if it's a 1 hour car ride and you're stuck with the Duke and you're tired of them, it's not like you can go to another train. But this is the comfortable train.
This is, yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yes. We grabbed some snacks because we kind of missed lunch. It ended up being a meal at like 3 o'clock, so I think our meals are kind of messed up for today.
If you haven't noticed, it's still pouring down rain and freezing cold. So, welcome to Nuremberg. I will tell you, to be fair, it is really nice in the summer here, so you can't really complain. I'm gonna go take a look at the train ticket thing so that when I have to get tickets tomorrow and it's like 5 a.m., I can actually know what I'm doing instead of trying to figure it out with the sleeping brain. Okay.
Alrighty, so not really sure what the last thing you saw was, but we came back for a little bit. We kind of relaxed, and then we were gonna go back out. It's still raining and cold, so it's a little miserable outside. Walked around for a little bit, returned one of the mugs that I had gotten hot chocolate out of because I really didn't need to take that one with me. And then we got some boba tea and some donuts from Royal Donuts on the way back. It's right across from the hotel. We didn't really have dinner. We only had 2 meals today, so we just wanted to get something in case we got hungry later. But, so we're gonna enjoy those and then pack up because I don't even know if I want to show you this, but our place is just...
We don't need to show the room.
It's a mess, and we leave.
Disaster.
We fly to Oslo tomorrow, so we need to pack up, get our stuff settled, and then so we can make our way to the airport tomorrow. Anything to add?
We ran into a protest again. I don't know why that keeps happening to us, but right in front of the stand where we had to return the
mug.
there was a huge protest. So
Yeah.
I don't know why that happens to us. It seems to happen.
We tend to find our ways to protest.
Yeah,
Into protests.
not really intentionally at all. So
I think that's it for this video. If you like this content, please like and subscribe and follow along for more because we are headed out of Germany tomorrow and into Oslo, and then we have some more countries after that. So stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already.
All
So we'll see you in the next one.